Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, President Obama and President-elect Trump meet for 90 minutes in the Oval Office this afternoon, the first time the two have ever officially met. Obama said he would do whatever he could to make the transition of power smooth, and Trump said that he looked forward to working with Obama in the future and would seek his counsel. Meantime, anti-Trump protests have been taking place across the nation, including in D.C.
And that's what makes this country great, is we have a right to express our voices and to express the concerns that we have. I think that makes us patriots and makes us citizens to hold this country accountable to the promises that it made to us for justice and liberty. And I think that, you know what, expressing concern is a right of every citizen in this country.
And protests are also taking place in New York, Los Angeles, and Kansas City. Well, a coalition of Latino groups held a press conference this morning to express their concerns with the recent election of Donald Trump. The National Council of La Raza organized the event. The groups say that a record number of Latinos went to the polls on Tuesday. Many say given the divisive rhetoric of the campaign, they have reason to fear a Trump presidency. The groups have called on Trump to meet with them.
It would be a sitting down with President-elect Trump than candidate Trump. You know, the dialogue would definitely be much different. Why? Because now he is the president-elect. And again, he has to show the poise, the leadership of a president, not someone now that's running for office, as he's already accomplished that in winning the presidency. So having a meeting with him, I think, pretty sure I would guarantee would be very fruitful. And I think an understanding.
And Rocha says Trump never met with them during the campaign, but they're hopeful that he will do so now. Well, a Capitol Heights school celebrates the life of a slain teacher and her daughter. Officials unveiled a mural outside of Bradbury Heights Elementary today to honor Nashante Davis and her toddler, Chloe. You may recall that back in February, Davis and her child were allegedly killed by her daughter's father.
I want you children to know that there are people that love you, and there are teachers that love you. And despite anything that's going on in this school system, these teachers that are here today love you, and they're going to make sure that you get the best education that you can. Miss Davis wanted you more than anything else to get the best education that you can. She worked at Wegmans part-time so that she could pay to get a college degree so that she could become a teacher. She's worthy of this mural. Your teachers are worthy. We cannot forget her memory.
And during the ceremony, students sang happy birthday to Chloe. She would have been 3 years old today. Well, there are several barriers that make it difficult for a victim to leave an abusive relationship, but it's not impossible. As our experts and survivors tell us, having a well-thought-out strategy to leave is paramount. Denise Douglas has more.
I never want to tell somebody they have to leave an abusive situation, because that is a very dangerous time.
Many of the women who we have seen who were killed are killed when they try to leave. This means we need a safety plan.
Family Crisis Center, we do something that's called safety planning. If you call our hotline and you're in that position, maybe today is not the day you leave. We might plan that with you for 30 days out. Maybe the kids are going back to school and that's the only time you can leave the house. So we might walk you through how you can get the kids from school, secure all the vital documents, open up another bank account, open up a separate email account, store some clothes at a friend's or relative's house that they know nothing about. These are some really critical steps that people need to start to plan their exit.
Experts say friends and family need to respect that not all domestic violence victims want to end their relationships.
The question is, well, why would she stay? You know, she must like it or she must want that to happen. No one wants or deserves to be abused. Unfortunately, it's a situation that once you're there, it's very difficult to get out. I just caution people to not judge when they find out or learn that someone has been in an abusive relationship. If anything, do the opposite. Just reach out and ask them if there's anything you can do to help.
Some local government officials are working with various organizations and the faith-based community to help counsel women and men on partner abuse.
I have a good number of women who have come before me in court who have been injured. And these women say, I'm here to rescind my protection because I'm going to meet with my pastor this week. And that gave me the idea that I needed to talk to their pastors too. And so we went out to the faith community and we have partnered with them in a way that has been just marvelous. They have responded so well and allowed us to come in and train pastors and the ministerial staffs as to how to interface with members of their congregation, how to recognize certain signs.
Whether you decide to stay or leave, survivors say it's important to speak out on domestic violence.
You have to speak out. You cannot keep this silent. The longer you keep the darkness and you protect it in silence, it'll never end.
Say something. Say something. Get help. I know from a previous domestic situation that I was involved in, it's fear that paralyzes people, and you don't know where to go, who can I talk to, is he going to find me, is he going to hurt my family? Don't worry about the fear. Reach out and say something because it could save your life and someone else's as well.
And later this month, CTV will air a 30-minute special report on domestic violence. Where Howard County has a new sheriff. Governor Larry Hogan today announced that he's appointed William McMahon to the post. Now he will replace the former controversial sheriff James Fitzgerald, who resigned under pressure last month. Fitzgerald faced protests over allegations that he made racist, sexist, and anti-Semitic remarks. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.